Hey gang, Ross Brand here for LivestreamUniverse.com. This is going to be the first video of its kind that I have done. It's going to be our first tech unboxing that I'm doing live, and it's going to be actually going to test out the equipment, the gear as well. Hey, Corinder, thanks for joining us. Thanks, everyone watching on the replay. Corinder, at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, I have Vicky Fitch from He Said, Red Said, and Vicky Fitch Live, A Fresh Perspective, direct sales expert. Vicky will be joining me at 7 p.m. Eastern on Livestream Stars. And that's, again, 7 p.m. Eastern, rossbrand.live. You can watch it on the Livestream Universe Facebook page. Hey, Zakia, how are you? Great to see you. You know we love unboxing videos. Yes, everybody loves a good unboxing video, and I don't know if this is going to be a good one, but it's to get to doing it well, you've got to start somewhere, right? So I'm starting. This is going to be my first unboxing, and we'll just see how it goes. Let me bring up, I'm actually using this new feature that lets you share photos. So let me bring up what we're going to be unboxing is a reporter mic from Electrovoice. It's the RE50 N/DB. Basically, I'm looking for something that I can use for mobile interviews when I'm out in the field doing interviews. And while I love this mic for desktop broadcasting, it's not great for picking up interviews unless you need to have this mic very close to your mouth, which is not super comfortable to conversation. I don't want to be like having to shove the mic right into the mouth of the person I'm interviewing, and then if I forget to move it back to myself, it won't pick me up. So the beauty of this mic, which is a dynamic mic, it's Samsung. It's similar to the ATR 2100 that's very popular, very inexpensive mic, but really good quality. The beauty of this mic for desktop broadcasting is it doesn't pick up background noise, right? So unfortunately, when it comes to interviewing, you want to be able to pick up a little bit of room noise, but more than that, you want to be able to capture both yourself and the person you're interviewing without necessarily having them have to be so close to the mic. So let's get right to it. Let's check this out. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Eric. Thanks for joining us. Bear with me 1 second. So now I've opened the Amazon box, but I have not opened the microphone box inside. So let's do that. Get rid of the Amazon box here. It's a plain... let me get rid of the microphone photo so you can see better. Just very plain, unimpressive, really, box. There's nothing, no photo of the product on the outside. You see, it's the RE50 N/DB from Electrovoice. It's a dynamic omnidirectional microphone. So this is a cardioid pickup, which means it picks up only from in front of the microphone. This being an omnidirectional means that I can literally place it in between myself and the person I'm interviewing, and it'll pick up sound from both sides. If you're interested, by the way, in checking out the product, I'm going to pin a comment from earlier. Let me see if I can do that. No, it's pinned already, actually. But this will explain it, on Amazon. It'll explain it. Yes, I would get a commission as well. It's a little, I do have my link in there, full disclosure. But you can check it out, find out more information. So here we have it. It comes in this nice case, Electrovoice EV. And let's see, some packaging information. Not going to read that. Thread adapter. This is a Euro thread adapter. Not sure if I'll need that or not. So that's it. Pretty simple package. This mic is pretty much like the industry standard for interview mics in broadcasting. So as I take it out, it's got the little mic holder if you wanted to put it onto a stand, and it came in both a normal size handle and a long handle. I didn't realize that the normal size would be quite as short as this, but this should do the trick. Anyway, I can take this off because I'm not going to stand it on anything. So I look inside here. Really nothing else in here. Okay, very simple. This is it. It's your basic dynamic microphone. If you know the difference between dynamic and condenser mics, dynamic mics don't pick up as much sound, background noise, and things like that. Also, dynamic mics don't need phantom power, meaning that you don't need any extra battery power for them. So let's test this bad boy out, okay? So what I'm going to want to do is when I do interviews, I want to be able to connect this to a mobile phone, my iPhone 7. Okay, so in order to do that, I have this iRig, which lets you plug into the iPhone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can plug this in directly. I can't. So I'm going to use the XLR cables. This is what you use if you're not going digitally directly into your computer. These cables actually came with this mic, but this mic I go in with a USB. So here we go. Hooks in very easily. Now I'm going to plug into the iRig. And so there. So this is kind of what you have. And then as I'm doing interviews, I'll need to like loop this through my belt or something so I'm not carrying around a ton of weight. But anyway, I mean, like a long cord that could be tripped over or something. But basically, it's pretty simple, right? One side of the XLR goes into the iRig. This is an iRig Pre. It's about $39. And that lets you plug this into an iPhone, except that because this has Lightning, I need to go get my adapter. So I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. And we're back. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. So because we're going into the iPhone 7, which I need to get better at holding up in front of the camera, I need this Lightning adapter, which I will plug into my phone, and then the iRig can go into the Lightning adapter. Didn't think this would be the hardest part of it. But here we go. We plug this in here. And now you have basically your whole setup. You have the phone plugged into the iRig, and the iRig plugged into your interview microphone. Also, this microphone has a more narrow handle, so it's more comfortable for holding for interviews versus this mic. So let's test this out. Let me turn on my iRig. Okay, so that is on. I don't need to use the phantom power because it's a dynamic mic. Let me open up my phone. So what I'm going to do with my phone is I'm just going to open up the video. Okay, so I'm just going to shoot a quick video. And I'm going to actually test it just using the iPhone's sound, right? So you're just going to get it without the mic plugged in. So I'm going to test this, and then I'll play both tests back. So let me just go record something real quick, just using the iPhone with nothing plugged in, no microphone. Hey gang, Ross Brand here for LivestreamUniverse.com. Coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, it's Livestream Stars with our guest, Vicky Fitch. Join us at rossbrand.live. Okay, so that's test number 1. And now I'm going to plug the mic through the iRig into my mobile, and I'm going to test this actually using the new microphone, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not able to monitor the sound. I mean, I could monitor it through the iRig, but for now, I'm not going to take my headphones off that I'm using for this. So I'm going to trust that this is on and ready to go. We will see if the sound is any different. Hey gang, Ross Brand here for LivestreamUniverse.com. Coming up tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, it's Livestream Stars with our guest, Vicky Fitch. Join us at rossbrand.live. Okay, so now we've recorded two versions, and let's see how this goes. First, let's see, which is the... Okay. So let me just make sure. Okay, so let me stop that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play them both back, and I'm just going to low-tech it and hold it to this mic, and you can let me know if you can tell the difference between the two. So this is without using the new mic. This is just using the phone with no mic. Hey gang, Ross Brand here for LivestreamUniverse.com. Coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, it's Livestream Stars with our guest, Vicky Fitch. Join us at rossbrand.live. Okay, now this will be the one where I use the mic. See if you can tell any difference. Hey gang, Ross Brand here for LivestreamUniverse.com. Coming up tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, it's Livestream Stars with our guest, Vicky Fitch. Join us at rossbrand.live. All right, so what do you guys think? Can you tell the difference between the two mics? Do let me know in the chat if you could tell a difference, if you could hear, if there is a difference between the two mics. And again, if you want to learn more about the Electro-voice RE50N, you can check it out. The pinned comment is the one I just put up on the screen. You can go to Amazon and learn more about the mic. I'm excited for it. I mean, I'm excited. I think it sounded a little bit better using the mic. I'm going to play him back again, actually. So let's check this again. Hey gang, Ross Brand here for LivestreamUniverse.com. Coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, it's Livestream Stars with our guest, Vicky Fitch. Join us at rossbrand.live. Hey gang, Ross Brand here for LivestreamUniverse.com. Coming up tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, it's Livestream Stars with our guest, Vicky Fitch. Join us at rossbrand.live. So Barb says there is a difference, that the second one was less tinny, and probably because this is an omnidirectional mic, I probably don't need to hold it as close as I did, and also could perhaps dial back the level a bit on the gain or the level on the iRig, because it sounded like my voice was a little hot. But anyway, I am super excited to use this on Wednesday night when I do the pre-show for the Never Settle show. You can add a mic flag here, which can have your logo or the logo of the show that you're doing or what have you. And this is pretty much considered these days to be the industry standard for interview mics for TV, for radio, and things like that. You can put it up if you go to like a press conference or you want to capture audio. You can put it up on a podium. It doesn't have to be right like this mic. It doesn't have to be right in front of you, and yet it will still pick up very well. And it's a dynamic mic like this one, so you don't need phantom power. You don't need any extra power to use it. And like I said, with this $39 iRig Pre and my lightning cable adapter that came with my iPhone 7, that's basically all I need to plug this in with the XLR cables. And I use the XLR cables that came with the Samsung mic that I use to broadcast here, because with this one I go right into my computer on desktop. Kevin Black asks, how for durability? This is a very durable microphone. This you can definitely, it comes with this nice little pouch thing here. Basically, that's all it comes from. But I know these you can throw these in a bag and just take them with you. This mic I took with me last week when I went to the Never Settle show, and I had to be more careful with it. But this bad boy, just throw it in a bag, put it down on the table, and you're ready to use it. And I'm excited. I'm excited to try this out and do more tests. Anybody else have thoughts? Anybody else have thoughts on what they heard? Hey, Jacqueline, thanks for joining us. Kevin, thanks for the question, the love, likes, and wows. Kevin says it is far better. Barb noticed a difference as well. Like I said, I need to play around with the gain on my iRig because it sounded like it was a little hot, a little like the level was too high, so there was sort of peaking and getting a slight distortion. But overall, yeah, there's a difference. Corinder says there's a lot of difference. That's great. Thank you, Corinder. Very clear. So, you know, in doing the Never Settle show pre-show from the red carpet, the first 4 shows I did just with using the iPhones built in. And then last week I used this microphone, and while the sound was better if I was close to this microphone, if I was at any distance from it, or the person I was interviewing was any distance from it, there was a drop-off. And so I'm excited to use this. It's easier to handle because it's got a thinner handle. It's omnidirectional, so whereas this cardioid pickup pattern will only pick up in a small area in front of the microphone, this I can simply place in between me and the person I'm interviewing, and if I forget to move it back and forth, that's fine because it'll pick up from both sides. It'll pick up some ambient noise, but it won't pick up too much noise. Kevin Black asked, did you share the price as listed and you pinned the product? I did share the price. The link should be pinned on Livestream Universe on the live stream. It should be pinned to the top of the comments. The price is $199 on Amazon. Everywhere else I looked, the price was the same as well. Corinder asks, Ross, would you use that mic on your desktop, or would you be using the mic only? My plan is to continue using this on the desktop. I would, but this I may try just to see what it's like. But my guess is that this is the better option for the desktop. First of all, I just like how this mic sounds when I use it, but I also think that the fact that it rejects background noise when you're doing more of like a studio style broadcast is better. And there I go. Hey, gang, sorry about that. I don't know why I got knocked out there, but I got knocked out for a second. So I was answering Karinder's question. He asked whether I would use the Electro-voice on my desktop or if I would use it only for interviews. And right now, my plan is to stick with this. It plugs in USB. I tried this going in with XLR through the iRig and didn't like the sound. So for now, I'm sticking with USB. If I was to get a mixer or an interface, then I would consider getting, maybe an Electro-voice or Shure mic, or stepping up in mic. But for $50 with a USB plug-in, I'm extremely happy with this mic. Carlos Phoenix says he uses the iRig. Hey, Carlos, thanks for joining us. Paul Kirkpatrick asks, is it XLR? Yes, the mic that I just got, the Electrovoice RE50N, that mic is only XLR. This mic, the Samson Q2U, comes with both XLR and USB cables. So I'm using this right now, USB, and I'm using the RE50 with XLR. As you can see, it's plugged in here with XLR. And as Kevin Black asked, this is a very durable microphone. I actually just dropped it on the floor. It's going to be fine. I know I've used microphones like this, not this exact one because it didn't exist then, but similarly built reporter microphones when I first got started in radio. They're very durable. If I had dropped this one, I would be more concerned. Let's see, what else? Anybody else have any other questions? Hey, Claudia, thanks for joining us. Brad Friedman says, hi, Ross, I'm late to the party. Can you show the mic again? Absolutely. In fact, I'll play what I recorded as well, Brad. So this is the RE50 from Electrovoice. It's the RE50N. There's also just an RE50, but this is the RE50N. It's got a little bit of a little bit newer version of the RE50. It's the classic reporter microphone. It's kind of the industry standard. Plugs in with an XLR cable. I run that XLR into an iRig, which I then run into a lightning cable adapter and into my iPhone, and it allows me to do interviews on the road with mobile. And like I was mentioning earlier, this microphone that I use for my desktop broadcasts, and I love, it's a Samson Q2U. It comes with both XLR and USB cables, and I plug in with USB. But this has a cardioid pickup pattern, which means it only picks up if you're right in front of the mic. So it doesn't work as well for interviews, whereas this has this will pick up sound from all around the mic. So you can hold it between yourself and the person you're interviewing, and even if you don't move it back and forth, it will still pick up sound. You could also, if you're interviewing somebody who's at a distance and you want to pick up sound, if you want to put this mic on a podium for a press conference, anything like that, this will pick up. The person doesn't have to be right in front of this like I am with my desktop microphone. It's also thinner, which makes it easier to hold. It's durable. And it's $199 on Amazon and everywhere else I've looked. Like I said, it's the industry standard. You can check out more information. There's a link that I pinned to the post. Let's see. Carlos Phoenix says he uses XLR mics with his iPhone and iPad as well as an 8-mic mixer. Yeah, I mean, I used the iRig with this microphone last week with an XLR cable. It's the only time I've ever used this mic with the XLR. So basically, for those who may be new to terms like XLR, USB, I think you know what USB is. It's digital. XLR is analog. So you need some way to get your analog audio into a digital device like a phone. So the iRig takes that high quality analog audio and converts it to digital going into the phone rather than the phone doing it. So that's the difference when you're using the iRig, and so it does it in a higher quality, I think, than if the phone were to do it by itself, if that makes sense. Hey now, Jeff Adams, Be Live TV host of the Jeff Adams Show, is joining us. Jeff, awesome show today. What did you get? Like over 5,000, 6,000 people tuning in to Be Live TV without a guest today. Jeff is killing it on Be Live TV. Brad Friedman says, awesome. Carlos says the iRig also permits you to hear guests on Smile Time and also have live interviews. Only reason I use it. I mean, the main reason I'm using it is to be able to get a microphone like this into an iPhone. There's no easy way to do that and retain good quality audio. And so that pretty much works for me. Paul asks, is the adapter for the iPhone 7 TRRS to Lightning? I only have a 6S and reluctant to upgrade. TRRS, I'm not sure what that is. It's basically takes what you would normally the input jack for your headphones, anything that's that size, and you just plug it in, and then the lightning cable goes in. So it's basically anything that you would have plugged directly into your headphone jack in an iPhone 6. Now this cable, this little adapter that came with the iPhone, it came in the box with the iPhone, that enables you to plug those devices in to the iPhone 7. Hope that clarifies it. Brad Friedman says, great show today, Jeff Adams. Yeah, Jeff was killing it today. Carlos says you don't need to use the iRig for XLR mic. There are basic adapters in order to get the XLR into the iPhone, you're saying? Because the iRig Pre, there's an iRig Pre and an iRig Pro. The iRig Pre is like $39, I think. So it's really good for what I'm using it for. Is that a window in your office or a cabinet? Always wanted to know, Jeff says. This is a cabinet behind me. It's not a window shutter. I have a window in front of me, but that's a cabinet where there's some styles. Jeff says Ross is going to move to Florida too. Well, another winter, maybe I will. I had a great time in Florida, I'm telling you. But I do know from past experience, when you move to a warm weather climate, it's not quite the same as being there on vacation. So Jeff says, what's in it? Next time you come to New Jersey, I'll give you a tour. So anyway, I got to hop off. We got Vicky Fitch joining me on Facebook. Let me play it one more time for everybody who's just joining. Sorry, guys. Let me play this one more time before I hop off so you can hear the difference. First, I'm going to play it without using the mic, just with using the iPhone, the iPhone's built-in mic, and then I'll play it with using the Electrovoice RE50N. So here is just the iPhone by itself.
Hey gang, Ross Brand here for LivestreamUniverse.com. Coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, it's Livestream Stars with our guest Vicky Fitch. Join us at rossbrand.live.
Okay, so that was just with the iPhone, no mic added. Now this is with the my new Electrovoice RE50N/D-B.
Hey gang, Ross Brand here for LivestreamUniverse.com. Coming up tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, it's Livestream Stars with our guest Vicky Fitch. Join us at rossbrand.live.
Okay, so for Claudia, Brad, Jeff, Carlos, Anybody else who's just joined us? Coach Jenny, welcome. Great to see you. What do you think? Do you guys notice a difference? Jeff says the second one is a lot warmer. Yeah. Claudia thinks I'm bilingual. If you'd like to live that fantasy, Claudia, go ahead. So Jeff, Brad says he notices a big difference between the two. So I'm assuming everybody likes the second version with this better. So I think we're going to keep this. Anyway, if you're interested in learning more, again, the pinned comment has a link to it on Amazon. You can check it out, read more information. Kevin Black says, I think it brings out a nice tone and there's less clipping. And I look forward to listening to it after I get off, when I can take my headphones off and listen to it a couple different ways. But so far, the verdict is I'm loving this, and I cannot wait to use it Wednesday night. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. Do come back 7 p.m. Eastern, rossbrand.live for Livestream Stars. Our guest is Vicki Fitch. You know her from He Said, Red Said, from Vicki Fitch Live, a fresh perspective, direct sales expert, business coach. It's going to be a good time. 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, rossbrand.live. See you then. Have a great day, everybody.